Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Tcgcritique. Today we're going to review the two Foxfells. This is Lovestone and 5-year anniversary DMG art. Take a look at the ink, just appreciate the matte a little bit. This is one of my favorite mattes. I was a little sad when I had to get rid of it, but this is definitely one of my favorite mattes for material, color, and inking, right? So basically everything. And over here we have the, I think it's called the Winter Wonder Witch. This is in Sunstone. Alright, so you can take a look at this. It's kind of hard to see the ink on here though because of the type of contrast and the color that we have here. I'm going to start off saying that these are both thick mattes. Well, it's Foxfell, so it's thick mattes, right? It's in the thick matte category. It's medium to thick. I won't call it like a super thick matte. And from first touch, if you're wondering if you can feel the difference, and I would say like right away off the bat, you can definitely feel the difference. Okay, even like off the ink area. Okay, I can feel the difference. I can blind test its difference. And the difference here is that this one, it just feels like softer and smoother, and this one definitely feels like rougher and just not as pleasant, I would say. It's kind of hard to tell you exactly why, but I think Foxfell is one of those mattes that people have told me is kind of like a ghost matte, in that the piles aren't, like you don't have the pile in every stroke of the matte, and for both of them. And I think that contributes to how you feel when you play on the matte, and that's why it's kind of like a unique matte to me. Foxfell also doesn't really have any other matte that's like it that I've tried. So if Pyramid or other brands came out with new mattes that kind of like feel like it, look like it, then I might not know about it. But from my experience, Foxfell is very unique. There's no comparison to it outside of its own and two colorways that we're gonna do today. Okay. So that's for the touch. And then the other thing is the pile. So we want to go over here. I just want to show you guys when we can, try to, literally you have to try to find the pile. Okay, so I found the pile over here. Okay, so that's why Foxfell is unique. You have to like find the pile, and then we'll go over here, do the same thing over here. I think this one was easier to find the pile initially, but like I said, there we go. See, you can see the pile now. But like if you're trying to like poke at each one, it's kind of hard. Just to make it easier, I'm gonna put this one over here, and I'm just gonna take a look at this one in the 2-player, right? So in 2-player mode, because it's a medium thick matte. Sliding cards shouldn't affect the mat and force the mat to move on the table. And so this is good to play on 2-player. And it's very smooth. It feels very nice going back and forth. This is nostalgic right here. This is definitely, I low-key wish I kept it. It's very nice. Being medium thick, you can see that it's gonna have this little bulge here, but most medium thick mats have that. But when it does have this when it does have this bulge, that means that it won't crease as bad. A lot of times when they don't have that bulge as a thick matte, it's gonna crease. So yeah, very nice, very nice. I don't really feel the difference between playing in 1-player and 2-player per se, because I think it's already a nice thickness, and that when you fold it into 1-player, it doesn't really, you're not gonna feel the extra thickness because it's already plush anyways. So that's why it's nice. And the other thing about this one is we can talk about the ink. So this is metallic ink, so it's generally more resilient of ink. This is a higher pile plush than like a thin plush. So if you squeeze it hard enough, I think you can kind of try to pop the ink up. I wouldn't do that, and I'm not gonna do the scratch test on this matte because I like this matte too much. But if I do like a mini one like over here, just like a light one, I'm not gonna force it down. It's smooth. It slides over it pretty well without catching, unless I'm trying to dig. But I'm not gonna do that for this. Overall, this matte is I would say A to S tier. For me, I would say that it's an S tier because of how it feels. It can be subjective. I can see some people not liking how it feels. For me, it's unique and it's nice, and it has its own personality. This is, again, Lovestone. So this one I'm gonna put over here. I'll put this over here. We'll take a look at this one now. So I played on it already. So in terms of playing on it, it's gonna play it the same, so I'm not gonna waste too much time here. What is different between this and that one is when I said it's rougher, it actually feels rougher when you bring your hands back too. Like if my hands are dangling off the cards and I'm trying to I'm sliding it back, I can feel that it's rougher. There's more friction, and I almost feel like my sweat can pick on this mat more than that mat. So if I'm playing, you know, you're sweating during a game or something, you're sliding back and forth, I felt that this mat would actually turn that kind of sweatiness into some kind of like friction that would affect my ability to slide back and forth. That one doesn't do it. So Lovestone doesn't do it, Sunstone does. Just for a completionist, I'm just gonna flip this over and play it in one player as well. And yeah, like already I can already feel that I can feel that it is more frictiony. Okay, it's not saying that it's not soft, it's just not as soft as that one by more than a margin though, because if I can blind test it, that means there's a pretty big difference. Let's take a look at this ink too. So again, it's a medium pile, so you're gonna get some cracking when you force it. For this one, I can do the scratch test on it. I'm not too scared to it, so you can kind of hear it, like I said. Yeah, so I'm not gonna dig it, but you can see that you're going over more than just like a small part of ink it can catch. Overall, this mat, like I said, is an A to S tier. I heard that this mat material is hard to get now, so if you can come by it, or if you had a choice, I would choose the Lovestone over the Sunstone. And if this is an S tier, this can possibly go down a whole tier level. So this is S, this can be an A. So they're not, I wouldn't say this is S and this is an S. So they're that different, I would say. And I think, honestly, that's it. So if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, peace. Over here we have...
yeah. Winter goddess or something. I don't remember.
The Winter Akesia art on Foxfell Sunstone.
Pause.
And compare the two Lovestones. The two fucking Foxfells. OG.
Lovestone.
Oh god, it's just not that shit. This is the fuck. My god, it's not that shit, bro.